Welcome to your magical moon message. This is the Peace Dealer. And we are Sun and Moon in Sagittarius. I've learned that Sagittarius is, in some senses, the true first sign of the zodiac. The expression of joy that comes fully through Leo, the heart. Okay. And given that this is the mutable fire collective sign, the introduction into God consciousness, you are definitely in for a surprise of epic proportions as you officially step into the ascension cycle that will quite literally change your life. But not like in a Gemini way where you're changing your attitude, not like in a Virgo way where you're changing your behavior. I mean an entire philosophical washing machine change and cycle of your entire perception of reality, upgrading to the next level. We know the ruler of Sagittarius is Jupiter. That's sextiling in Aquarius. Congratulations. You're on your spaceship. You're fed up with this planet and you're getting ready to blast off. Because you're not fed up. You're exploring more knowledge, and the sextile with Aquarius is going to expand how much further into deep space you explore, which means that this new moon cycle is going to show you more than you've ever seen. And the Neptune that squares this in Pisces will have you understand unseen metaphysical phenomena that your brain can't process. Because the purpose of this new moon, ladies and gentlemen, with the South Node, and congratulations, we are officially in eclipse season, is to adjust your ability to perceive supernatural phenomena as we get ready to kick in this next cycle of collective evolution, concluding the first, or rather concluding this three-part collective ascension of all of humanity as we push forward the advent of what it means not to be human, but to be conscious, or to have conscious, or to do conscious activity, or to add consciousness to your character. And so this is going to be a very controversial new moon. Remember, the last new moon we had Astro World Fest. Pause for dramatic effect. And after you all threw Travis Scott under the bus for doing literally nothing, instead of throwing Rock Nation under the bus, who, this isn't the first time they've had some shit happen like that. Shout out to Rock Nation. This is going to now ascend to a higher level of really synthesizing what you can see. And many of you have not been able to perceive how much more psychic you've grown over the past 12 years. You gonna see today. Today you gonna see. We trine in Chiron, and so this is going to ascend the level of growth you've had owning up to the vulnerable expressions of your masculinity. But I can't necessarily emphasize enough, especially with Mars that's trining Neptune in Scorpio, there is a supernatural twist to how you experience every day, the sequence of timing in that, to remind you that illusion is a separation, and that even though there are billions of different people doing and making their own individual decisions, there's still an invisible thread and cord of soul that ties everyone and everything together in the expression of this almighty force that, sequences our events, which seemingly looks random, but sure. But don't take my word for it, because you're literally, everything that I'm saying, Gemini, my opposite sign, Sag, is going to show you. They got you. Okay, Sagittarius thinks everything we do, they can do better, and we have beef with them for that. But, they also hold it down. They also show up. And this is where you're going to redefine quintessentially how you show up. You spent a whole year manifesting supernatural abilities that you awakened 2020. And 2020 was just a culmination of the past 24 years. So this is a culmination of a culmination of a culmination. If you think about it, Saturn's getting ready to conclude a 30-year cycle out of Pisces 2025. Neptune's getting ready to conclude a 200 plus year cycle. Uranus is already in Taurus. Okay. Jupiter's getting ready to conclude a 12-year cycle since 2010. So, so this is very deep. All right. And this is where you're really going to gain profound insight into what the next step is and what the vision of where you're headed to is. Hold in your mind's eye today and tomorrow the vision of what will be made real May. Because let's just see the lowdown. The sun and the moon are in the sign of the south node. When the sun and the moon are on the north node, it's going to be in Taurus. This is going to be in May. And in a few short 5 years, Jupiter is going to breeze through Pisces. This means that the vision that you're holding space for now, you will manifest in May. Are you ready? You don't have to necessarily hold on and attach to that vision, but for this new moon, visualize what you see manifesting in May during that eclipse, where we ground this celestial magic and perception into actual grounded value that we can stand on to. I want you to hold that vision, see it, experience it, smell it, see what it looks like. Okay, because going through the Pisces portal, let's say you have that vision with a certain somebody, and then you have the Pisces portal, and you realize, you know what, that person really isn't for me like I thought they were. You still saw the essence. Come into Taurus season, you're still going to manifest the vision you saw. It just might not be with them. You're going to manifest the essence of that vision. Just don't get so caught up on the outcome. So see that vision, see how it makes you feel, live it, breathe it. Sagittarius is life magic. You must live it. Anchor this vision with everything you do in your lifestyle and in how you see this coming, and then release it during the new moon exact. And then Capricorn will enable you to take action going through the gauntlet to anchor and ground this vision over the next 5 months, so that by Gemini season, we're now communicating everything that we envisioned. Around this time last year, some very crazy shenaniganery happened where all the country was gaslighted again. And, we were lied to about certain results, cough, cough. But other than that, without being too, I'm not going to say petty, but without being too revelatory, because, I'll be exposing people on Instagram and YouTube is afraid of me. But other than that, I'm not the only one they're afraid of. But, this definitely is going to bring back full circle so much that was hidden, because you can't really hide the truth. And the South Node in Gemini the South Node in Sag was waiting for this moment. It's like, okay, you guys want to jumble this stuff up, but the truth will always come out. And so this is now a synthesis of all the experiences you've had since the last Jupiter cycle that's going to make resounding sense, because there's a magic to Sag, Gemini, Pisces, and Virgo, where you can try and hide details, but things will always correlate back to each other, because everyone always has a piece of knowledge and truth in their heart with their own unique perspective. And this is where you're going to see your place in this. And this is honestly my favorite transit, because for those of you who have been in the dark about, I don't have superpowers or I don't feel spiritual, you do. The reason why you don't feel it is because your brain cannot process the divine level and quality of how much more advanced your subconscious abilities are versus your conscious personification of what it's supposed to look like. So Sagittarius is going to evolve and enhance how you see it and the meaning of what you see. So you can be like, oh my gosh, I've been psychic this whole time. I thought it was something else. I thought it was a coincidence. No, it was you. And Capricorn is going to teach you to take responsibility for your power, because with great power comes great milk and saving money on car insurance by switching to Geico. All right, you probably thought it was great responsibility. You watch too much movies. So other than that, this is very, very, very beautiful, because you're really going to see so much growth. You're going to see a definitive ascension in how you do everything you do to prepare you for this next cycle, where everything you're doing is on a next level. Welcome to apotheosis. Welcome to stepping into your greatest self. It's not as simple as just stepping into your greatest self. This was literally years in the making, and you did this with literally everybody, and you're doing this with literally everybody. And so everybody literally has a part to play. Whether you play it or not, that's your part. So keep that in mind. This is going to be exceptionally exciting. And with Uranus, that's King conjuncting the Centaurus, with the square to Neptune, fantasies are being made real, whether you want it or not. You have to be in a position to show up for what you know you deserve. Don't do this pussyfoot thing where you get a glimpse of it and you're like, am I ready for it? Am I ready for it? You are not ready for what you want. Let me be the first to tell you. And anyone who tells you that you're ready for what you want is a goddamn liar. You have to be ready to just jump in. It doesn't have to be head first. You don't have to be ready, because you're you. So you can adapt. The message of mutability is adaptation. You don't have to be ready. You can stay ready, but you don't even have to be ready. You must adapt to what comes in. This is a new moon cycle, so you're going to experience something new. There's a new vision and a new experience that's going to ascend your understanding of everything you see and do. Embrace it. It's ready to take you to the next level. For those of you who've had clairvoyance, your clairvoyance is going to the next level. For those of you who have claircognizance, your ability to just know, next level. And so this is going to now finish the Sag cycle of organizing, well, how do I see now this evolution I'm stepping into, and with who, sextile to Aquarius, can I connect with the click? And this is just going to be all sorts of amazing, and you deserve it. Okay, I really hope you enjoy this. You're blasting off into uncharted territory, and so you're ready to experience aspects of your own multidimensional nature in ways that continue to blow your mind, in ways that continue to show you the supernatural level of synchronization with your spirit and the synchronicities that you manifest, and the connections with amazing people who have also walked this journey with you, who will be unfolding and revealing themselves, which, because this is the final eclipse, the angelic work done to connect you with people who are coming out of relationships or closing karmic lessons are going to prepare to set you both together, whether as friends, lovers, work partners. We're not just talking one person. This is a whole bunch. It's like a whole new season of people that you're getting ready to come and meet coming into this next season, and you have to show up quintessentially as who you have evolved into. A lot of you are getting visions of, success you're meant to step into, people you're meant to step into with, and you feel like, can I handle it? And no, you can't. It's not for you. You think you saw that? That's not for you. That's not your vision. That's the vision of your evolved self. You have to show up as your final form and claim that. Are you ready to claim victory? Well, come into this ascension and new cycle, step into the vision of your greatest self, and claim everything you deserve and more. Holla, Godspeed, flights, air, peace.